Thesis question: how did Idle contribute to the food technology that we have today? November 8th, 1961. John F. Kennedy becomes president. August 28th, 1963. Martin Luther King says his I Have a Dream speech. April 4th, 1968. MLK was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. November 5th, 1968. Neil Armstrong lands on the moon. October 1st, 1971. Walt Disney in Orlando opens. August 9th, 1974. Richard Nixon resigns as president. April 30th, 1975. End of the Vietnam War. May 18th, 1980. Mount Helens erupts, causing $3 billion in damage. January 20th, 1981. Ronald Reagan becomes president. March 24th, 1989. The Exxon Valdez crashes into coral reef, causing the biggest oil spill in American history. I'm interviewing my grandfather because Idle Not Dairy was his family business. He grew up into the dairy farm and the milk processing plant, so he has a lot of knowledge about it and is happy to share it with me. What was his role at Idle Not Dairy? At age 12, he was a summer helper that delivered to stores and restaurants. For the next few years, he worked on the plant performing different tasks. At age 16, in the summer of 1960, he had a home delivery route with a milk truck. In 1968, he became a plant manager and vice president in 1972. After that, he became chairman of the board. He worked at this job until we sold the plant in 1992.
It's a business that our family had a lot of pride in. It started 100 years ago on a hillside farm in southern Vermont. There were obviously lots of people who had dairy cows, but not everybody got into the business of retailing it and starting home delivery, delivering milk in glass milk bottles by sleigh or by horse-drawn wagon, either one, depending on the season.
How did these milk packaging designs improve milk technology today? The glass bottles were very heavy and often broke. The supermarkets wanted an easier container. In 1972, Idle Not Dairy installed a machine that made 2,000 milk jugs, and in 1986, that was replaced with another machine that made 3,000 milk jugs an hour. Idle Not Dairy was the first company in New England to make plastic milk jugs. These were lightweight, easy, didn't leak, and affordable.
Make a new light eggnog with all the natural full-bodied flavor without so many calories. Dick Moore said,
"We suspend our cows from helium balloons while milking."
Richard Stickney said,
"Highly sophisticated breeding techniques have produced a lighter cow that gives a wicked light eggnog."
no matter what theory you subscribe to, this new light eggnog from Idle Not is wicked good. So if your grocery or supermarket don't have it, put up a fuss.
What has been done today to improve the shelf life of milk that we enjoy today?
Well, okay, that's evolved too. Back in 1969, Idle Not was the first plant in the Northeast, not just New England, to install what was coined second-generation CIP in-place cleaning. Welded stainless pipelines with automated flow valves were cleaned and sanitized with no make-break connections after steam sterilization. So the milk products, the bottled water, the orange juice, all made it from the raw state to the filling machines with no chance of contamination.
Did Idle Not develop any new dairy products?
Yes, several, but the most popular was Coffee Cereal Special, which was half light cream and half milk. My dad applied to the Department of Agriculture, the Vermont Department of Agriculture, for an exception to market the product. Today, you know, that product is half and half.
How has the milk transportation evolved over time? My great-great-grandparents started delivering milk to doors in 1918. Over time, milk trucks developed refrigerated bodies with no ice needed and the ability to travel greater distances. In 1978, the Idlenaut trucks became 100% diesel and grew in length from 24 feet to 42 feet, and these trucks delivered to the supermarkets. "50,000 gallons of milk a day. That's why I rely on cat engines." This man in this picture is actually my grandfather. He was in an ad for cat engines and talked about how they're reliable for food transportation. Some people today still use cat engines in their trucks. That's how it relates to the food technology that we have today that originally started in the dairy industry.
Have any of the machines in Idlenaut impacted or inspired today's milk machinery?
Oh, to be sure. With the increased speeds of packaging equipment, material handling had to keep up. There were machines designed to put packages in milk crates, stack the milk crates, and move them on in-floor conveyors for placement in refrigerated warehousing or directly to load out for the trucks and trailers. There were stack pushers that pushed those stacks of milk into the trucks and trailers, where a man with a hook at the bottom of his hand would actually hook those stacks of milk into place on the load. It was just all a matter of keeping up with the speed, the volume, and the complexities.
Yeah. How and why did it close? Sadly, Idlenaut closed on leap year 1992 due to competing farms that were closer to the supermarkets that we were delivering to. We sold the dairy business to HP Hood, which is now near local Paneras. Friendly's bought out Idlenaut restaurants in 1986 and became a national chain. Thesis answer. Idlenaut Dairy was a pioneer in the food technology. They were the first company in the dairy industry to employ technology and processing and first to develop half-and-half cream that we still enjoy today. Thanks for watching!